What's going on, friends? It really seems like here lately the government has just really got it out for Harley-Davidson. But at least this time, it kind of seems to be more in our favor. The government's really stepped in and they're cracking down on Harley-Davidson about their warranty practices. And from what I've heard from a lot of you guys, and kind of what I've seen myself, it's about time somebody stepped in and did something about it, because Harley-Davidson, little warranty practices were a little shady. Now guys, when it came to Harley-Davidson's warranty, there really wasn't any one straightforward, simple answer. You could go to one dealer and they were fine with, yeah, put some exhaust on it, you can put an air cleaner on it, that's not Screamin' Eagle, but we do recommend that you tune it with the Screamin' Eagle Street Performance Tuner, which that was always kind of my take on it. As long as you use the Street Performance Tuner, did I like it? Absolutely not. You just spent a ton of money on the motorcycle, you own it. Why should you have somebody telling you what you could do to your bike, and then if something happens to it, they're not going to fix something that went wrong internally from a manufacturing defect that's on them because you did something to your bike that was completely unrelated to the part that broke. So guys, before we get too far into the video today, please don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. Okay guys, I admit, yeah, I do get a little wound up when it comes to Harley-Davidson and their warranty practices, because I've had so many people, including you guys in the comments out in the audience, everybody asking me like, what is the deal with the warranty? And I honestly couldn't give you a straightforward answer. I had to give you my best answer depending on the dealers. Some dealers were pretty cool with you doing just about whatever you wanted to do to your bike, and if you did it at that dealership, the dealership would warranty the work and anything that went wrong with the motor because they did it. I mean, that's on them. They trust their mechanics, they trust their work, and they would actually do their own warranty for you on the motorcycle for a couple of years. But a lot of what I have been hearing when it came to Harley-Davidson, people would go in there and some dealers would pretty much straight up tell them, you can't even put a set of grips on your bike if it didn't come from Harley-Davidson, let alone an exhaust, an air cleaner, a tuner. People were really believing that they couldn't do anything to their motorcycle if they wanted to maintain their warranty unless it was done with a Screamin' Eagle part. Now, even worse, sometimes people got the idea that they had to have their motorcycle worked on at a Harley-Davidson dealer. They had to have their oil changes done there with Harley-Davidson genuine oil and oil filters. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with the Magnuson Act, this was basically consumer protections. This pretty much says if a manufacturer says you have to use this product or we'll void your warranty, that manufacturer has to provide that product to you free of charge, including having the work done. If they're going to require it, they have to provide it to you free of charge. Now, what we're going to see coming here real soon is right to work. Basically, the right to work on your own vehicles, your own property. You spent big bucks on this, and if you don't want to go to a Harley-Davidson dealer to have it worked on, you don't have to keep the warranty. If you got a local shop with a trusted mechanic, even though you bought a brand new Harley-Davidson, that's still where you want to take it instead of the dealer. What we're going to see is this is going to help protect us to allow us to do that and still keep your warranty. Now, especially where the government has stepped in on Harley-Davidson and their warranty, they have told Harley-Davidson and explicitly to rewrite their warranty terms and conditions. And not only this, and this really surprises me coming from our government, they are actually not going to let Harley-Davidson just quietly fix this and sweep this under the rug like Harley-Davidson has done with so many things in the past. You guys can use your imagination on what a lot of those things were. No, Harley-Davidson is really going to have to notify their customers. The government is basically forcing them to notify every single customer that, hey, you can have your bike worked on somewhere else other than the Harley-Davidson dealer. No, this part will not void your warranty. So yeah, Harley-Davidson isn't going to just let this pass real quietly. So what does this mean for us as far as the warranty? If you have a new Milwaukee 8 Harley-Davidson, or even if you have a twin cam that maybe is still covered under some kind of warranty, you are going to have a lot of things coming your way as far as options. Now, what are they going to cover? I mean, I honestly don't see us just being able to go buck wild with a brand new engine. I mean, if you were to go out and put a S&S big bore kit in it, from the top to the bottom at a private shop, I don't really see Harley-Davidson covering that part of your warranty there. Now, I mean, maybe if the transmission went out on it, yeah, that could still be a Harley-Davidson thing, because Harley-Davidson would have to prove that your S&S big bore kit destroyed the transmission. But let's say if you put a dyno jet tuner on there and a full exhaust system, you had it tuned, you did everything right, and then for whatever reason the bike ate a piston ring. Harley-Davidson's going to have to fix that engine. Unless they can prove that the tuning from the dyno jet tuner actually caused that issue. Because truth be told, even if Harley-Davidson didn't have all the EPA and government restrictions, they'd be tuning these bikes with what dyno jet's tuning them at now, at their AFRs, fuel curves, everything. So yeah, when I heard that news, I really just started laughing. I mean, I couldn't help it. I thought that was funny that somebody's actually going to hold Harley-Davidson to the fire. Because as much as I love Harley-Davidson, I'm not a huge fan of their business practices. Their business practices really kind of turn me off. Especially when somebody goes out, whether they're buying an Iron 883 for one of those things now, about 12 grand, so they jack the price on those. Whole other story. But anyhow, even if you bought an Iron 83 all the way up to the top level CVO, doesn't matter. You own that bike. Despite their warranty, you should be able to do an exhaust system, an air cleaner, a tuner of your choice, have that bike worked on where you choose, and even if that's in your own garage, they should not be able to tell you that you're not allowed to work on your own property because we're holding this warranty out here over your head. Not only that, you shouldn't have to buy their approved parts for it either. So it's going to be very interesting to see what Harley-Davidson does with this and how they rewrite the nomenclature for the warranties. Are they going to allow you to use aftermarket parts if it's done at a dealership? And if this aftermarket part fails, the manufacturer of the aftermarket part is responsible for the replacement of that part, and then Harley-Davidson's going to pick up the tab on the other end of it, of any Harley-Davidson OEM parts were destroyed. Now, this right here, this is going to have some negative effects when it comes to dealers. I can already see this coming. When it comes to a dealership, you're going to have a guy that, say he put a cam in his bike, it's under warranty, the dealership did it, and then it comes in, say a valve spring breaks. Okay, we got a broken valve spring. It tore up the heads. We need a new set of heads. We're basically putting a whole new top end on this bike and a new cam. So does, say, Redshift have to provide the new cam for their warranty? Was it a defect with the camshaft itself? And then you've got Harley-Davidson over here. They're going to blame, they're just basically going to point fingers at each other on whose problem it was. Harley-Davidson's going to say, well, our valve spring wouldn't have broke if you had to put that cam in there. And this leaves the dealership in a very bad position. The dealership at this point is pretty much stuck with a customer that's waiting to get their bike repaired, some kind of warranty work, and a good dealer, and I hate to say this, is probably going to run a lot of them out from doing this. They're going to go ahead and fix the bike for the customer and possibly maybe have to eat the cost. So that's really going to, it's going to have some bad side effects to it. You guys see where I'm going with this. It's going to put a lot of dealers out on doing warranty work. But anyhow, guys, I am just glad Harley-Davidson was finally held to the fire on something. Where is it going to go from here? That's anybody's guess. There's some good points to this of what they're doing, making them rewrite that and be honest and upfront with the customer. But at the same time, I can see a lot of legal issues and back and forth, and a lot of people left standing out in the cold waiting to get their bike back because they're all going to do this to each other on who's supposed to fix what and pay for what when it comes to that warranty. But anyhow, guys, that's all I've got for you this week. If you guys enjoyed the video, please don't forget to hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. Guys, I apologize for the late video this week, but until next week, I will have a video for you on Friday. But until then, you guys stay safe on the streets, ride smart, dodge those cars, and I'll catch you guys back here next week with a brand new video. Thanks for watching.